Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out AI, the SOMNIUM Files, Nirvana initiative, running on the Steam Deck. Now this game's also available on the PlayStation. Sorry about that, morons. On the PlayStation, I don't know about the Xbox. I didn't see it on the coming soon list on the Xbox, but PlayStation and Switch and Steam, you can get this game. Again, it's a sequel to AI SOMNIUM Files, which I really loved. I know a lot of people who are fans of the developer, kind of always compare it to the original Nonary games. I'll be honest with you, I've been kind of going back, and we've been trying to start Nonary games here and there, and I really do like this better. I know it's going to upset some people and harm their fifis, but SOMNIUM Files is really, really good. And now that we have a sequel, I'm really looking forward to it. So let's check this out. We got some options. I think we're going to leave these all the same. Let's see, QTEs. Do we want them? I mean, I don't really like QTEs, so let's see. We got SOMNIUM. Oh, here. Why don't we do this? I mean, I just, you guys know I hate QTEs, so. I'm not against the difficulty, but I am against dumbass QTEs. We'll leave the tutorials on. Let's make this font size large, though, because I think is this... How large is large, though? It doesn't really give you an idea. I guess we're just going to find out. Alright. Let's check it out. I'm really excited about this. I'm going to play this in English. Text language in English, yes. Unfortunately, if you're playing this on the Steam Deck, there are graphic options that basically bring up a separate window before you can launch the game. So you can set it to 720p or 800p, depending on how you want to have it display. And I'll show you at the very end of the video. But unfortunately, that option and the way it's rendered doesn't render the entire window. So the X button to close the window once you've set your options, you cannot reach it because it's not rendered in the game screen. So I actually had to install this on PC, change my options on PC, and then sync my cloud settings and then run it on my Steam Deck. So obviously, some morons decided to do the interface the way they did. These Japanese games, I swear, sometimes they just want to be difficult. I don't know why they couldn't put the graphic option screen at the front of the menu instead of having it be a separate window, which doesn't even render correctly on the Steam Deck. Oh well, what are you going to do? So yeah, bear that in mind if you're playing on the Steam Deck. You're not going to be able to change the resolution unless you change the resolution on a different version of the game. Because Genius is at work. "210, A Strange Tale, Convergence Chapter 0. Oh, I see. I need to change something already. Okay. I don't know why I can't remember this stuff. It's a challenge for the Steam Deck to remember which control you prefer. And this actually takes a while before it becomes responsive. Thank you.
You okay, Ryuki?
All right, let's keep going. Next question. In Indian mythology, what is the name of the half-god, half-beast spirits that imbibe sense and are known for their musical ability?
Like to do the tutorial? Yes. Inspecting people and objects will progress the story. You can freely move the cursor and camera. First look around and set the cursor on objects that interest you. Oh boy. Where am I?
What? You're joking, right? What are you talking about?
When viewing person, options and look will be displayed. By choosing a topic from the options, you can talk to them. By choosing look, you can observe that person.
Just press the button already. You see that button on the table, right? Push it and you get to answer the question.
Boss?
In Indian mythology, what is the name of the half-god, half-beast spirits that imbibe sense and are known for their musical ability?
Move the camera around and try pressing the answer button on top of the table.
If you know the answer, spit it out.
This is definitely not made for the controller interface on the PC.
And that's the answer button for the quiz. Why don't you press it?
Tama, you mean this button?
Yeah. You better hurry, or the other teams are gonna answer before you.
There we go! Team Popo was the quickest. And your answer is?
Place your cursor on the host and try answering the quiz question. Gandava, Satyr. I want to say it's Gandava. Gandava. Is that what it is? I really don't know. I'm not good at my Indian mythology. I'm not good at any mythology if you kind of want to get around to it. My choices: Satyr, Centaur, Date, Gandharva. It's a hard question, depending on what region you live in. Pretty sure it's Gandava.
That is correct. The answer is Gandharva. Team Popo gets 10 points for the correct answer.
Good job, Ryuki. Keep it up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's keep going then, shall we? Next question. Are you familiar with the new Cyclops serial killings?
What?
No, not you, Mr. Ryuki.
This question is for the person on the other side.
Who was that?
It's about that, the show? The host who's all blue. Can I have the question
The
again?
question is whether or not you're familiar with the new Cyclops serial killings. Easy, right?
The show?
This is the Face-to-Face Special, a 6-hour quiz show live stream marathon. Have you forgotten?
Well, ask about that.
Hurry now, your answer, please.
Boy, it's gonna be tough to play on this on the Steam Deck. It is not configured for the controller.
Oh, and Team Popo presses the button. You must be ready to answer. But before you do, I want you to take this question very seriously. The new Cyclops serial killings, the incident in which many victims got their eye gouged out and murdered. Are you or are you not familiar with it?
This will do if we can dig into the details of that incident in the coming 6 days.
In other words, we're asking if we can give you spoilers for the first game.
But don't worry. Even if you don't know anything about it, it won't affect how you progress through this game.
The Cyclops serial killers and what you're about to experience, they have nothing to do with each other. Promise.
So please, just tell me honestly. Are you familiar with the new Cyclops serial killing?
I mean, obviously we played through that first game. I am.
Are you sure? Don't be lying now. Let's give you a simple test, just to make sure. The one who resolved the new Cyclops serial killings was Kaname Date of Abyss. On the final day of that investigation, someone was shot in the leg by the culprit. Who was that someone? No need to give me their last name, first name only, please.
Oh gosh, I don't remember that much about it. Oh my god. Oh, okay, so this game is also available on Series X as well, so, or the Series systems. So yeah, it's available for every platform, which is cool.
Sorry, but that's wrong.
I don't remember. Yeah, a long time ago. Are you kidding me?
Are you sure you really know? Well, even if you didn't, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
It has no effect on how we progress in this game.
It won't spoil the fun either. So don't worry.
Oh, did you hear that sound? That means the next question will be the last. Are you ready? A precognitive dream is a dream that lets you see the future. But these precognitive dreams
Are they really, truly real?
It can't be.
What's wrong, Ryuki? Are you okay?
Boy, what allows our cursor tracking. Yeah, the PC version definitely needs to work with controllers. At least on the Steam Deck it does.
Be careful, Mizuki. I've detected a biological response. 3 o'clock, distance of 315 feet, in the middle row of seats.
During the story, the power of Aiba. During the story with the power of Aiba, you can gain special visual information. Right now, you can use zoom and night vision mode functions. Select zoom and V icon to inspect the enemy in the audience seat.
Aiba, zoom in. Night vision mode.
Roger that.
It's right there, isn't it?
Use the X-ray next.
Understood.
Found you. Who is that?
Identity unknown. Judging from their figure, they appear to be female.
Ah, so she's jealous, huh? I bet that's it. Why else would another girl target me?
You can't think of any other reason?
Well, sure, but I'm really cute, you know? That's why other girls don't like me much.
I am fairly certain that has more to do with your personality. Mizuki, Load Evolver with a stun grenade round. You should be able to knock your opponent unconscious by detonating it near them.
Got it. Okay, it's ready.
I will display the aim in medical. Take aim and pull the trigger.
On it.
What's with the skull?
Where'd she go now?
Detecting the target's footsteps. They seem to be heading toward the stadium exit.
Ugh. Can't let them get away.
Mizuki, wait. Even you won't be able to catch up to them. More importantly...
There's something there.
Yes.
Hey, that's...
You recognize him?
Yeah, I'm sure of it. I'll never forget. It's...
No. No.
the left half of his body. His name is Jin Furue. I remember it clearly. 6 years ago, at Studio Devaita. The right half of his body.
Six years ago.
Ryuki, what's wrong? Pull yourself together.
Boss, where am I?
Don't tell me you were sleeping. Who falls asleep in the middle of a live stream?
Mr. Ryuki, you're working under Boss, right? Boss, have you been giving him vacation time?
She's probably working him to the bone on his off hours, too.
I resent that. That is not true. I just have him scrape the stratum corneum off my heels every once in a while. Hey, Ryuki. You sure you're alright?
Oh, yeah.
All right, now that Mr. Ryuki is away, let's get back to it, shall we? Here we go, next question. Which Taoist symbol, shaped like interlocking black and white commas, represents the origin of all things?
What the? A blackout?
What are you standing around for? Get the lights! Yeah, I'm on it!
Frey to free? Yeah, well, at least we found the other half of the body. Present. Why are you here?
You do know I'm the commander of Abyss, right?
Right, but that's why I'm asking. Isn't it a bit weird for you to be at a crime scene in person?
This case is special. I saw it too, 6 years ago. The other half of the corpse.
At Studio Devaita.
And the HB case is still open, even after all this time. The reputation...
By HB case, she is referring to the half-body serial killings.
The reputation of the whole department hangs on this case.
So named because the victims' bodies were cut in two. The culprit is known as Terror. Their identity is unknown. 6 years have passed since Terror first made themselves known, but we have yet to find any promising leads.
I already know that. You don't have to explain it.
About Date.
Why? What is it?
Well, I was just wondering if he contacted you or anything.
Oh, during investigations, Aiba and Tama talk. Trivia and additional information will be displayed at the top of the screen. This is just a bonus feature, so you don't need to read it to progress the game.
I would have let you know right away if he did. Date was caught in that explosion 6 years ago.
And has been missing ever since. Date's body was never recovered from the scene. Don't worry. I am positive it would take more than that to kill Kaname Date. I am certain he's at the Hot Springs district in Atami or someplace, spending his time in leisure.
If he is, I'd go down there and drown him in that boiling water myself.
Will you let me investigate this case?
Of course. Not.
What? Why not?
Because you're only 18, Mizuki. You're still a student at Sekiba High.
But I barely even go now. I graduate in a month. I hardly have any classes left.
The point is, you're still a student.
Then why did you let me join Abyss?
Because I thought you had potential as a sinker.
I assume your gargantuan strength and combat ability were a factor as well.
But you're basically still an intern. You've only been training for about a month. It's way too early to put you in the field.
Boss, she's my direct superior now. I want to be on this case no matter what.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that.
Please, boss. I have to. This case is...
Can you not give me the puppy dog eyes? You know I'm weak to the puppy dog eyes. Fine. But promise me one thing. Swear to me that you won't do anything dangerous or illegal, no matter what.
Yeah, I swear, I swear!
And one more thing. I am your superior. You should address me with a little more respect.
10-4, boss man. I read you loud and clear.
Do you?
It's snowing, but it hasn't piled up yet.
Yeah.
By the way, Mizuki, there is something that has been bothering me.
What's this?
This is the field before law enforcement arrived. Notice anything peculiar?
No, nothing in particular.
The turf runs a considerable distance and is wet from the snow. If someone were to step on it, they would leave a trace. However,
there aren't any footprints.
Indeed.
Then how did the body...
Unknown. Perhaps they descended from the sky, or rose up from the ground. Or they teleported here.
Teleported?
I was joking. Do not take it seriously.
Detective, you're...
What? You really don't know? I'm Detective Ushidera, Special Investigations Office, MPD.
Introduce myself.
I don't even have to ask about you. You're Mizuki Okiura, 18 years old, a high schooler attending Sekiba High, the all-girls school, right? Ah, but Okiura is your former name. You've been adopted by Date, if I remember correctly. You were at the studio when the other half of the corpse was found.
So I take it you were there too?
Yeah. Back then I was on the investigation team. Though you were 12 at the time, so I can't blame you for not remembering me. I heard you became a special agent at Abyss. That boss lady got her claws in ya, huh? This little girl gets hired as an investigator. Huh. Guess they'll take anyone they can get. Times sure have changed.
Abyss is a particularly special organization. Mizuki was hired via what might be referred to as extra-legal measures.
Let's look. He's a detective called Ishidera. Know anything?
I should be asking you. You're the one who discovered the body, right? You were also at the studio 6 years ago when the other half was found. Quite a coincidence, don't you think?
What are you trying to say?
I mean, he was there too.
Why did you come here?
I got a Nile message. It said, HB Stadium. That could only be referring to the case 6 years ago, right?
The half-body serial killings.
I need to know more about that case. It changed my life. Forever. So that's why I came.
Any leads?
Haven't found anything yet. Though there is something I didn't find that's particularly interesting.
The footprints.
Bingo. There isn't a single footprint on the field that doesn't belong to someone here. So just how did the culprit do it?
About the Nile message.
Who sent the message?
I don't know. It was sent from an account that signed up with a fake name. Someone must have wanted me to discover the body.
Someone?
Maybe the culprit.
Why would the culprit do that to you?
I don't know.
There is one more thing we don't know. The masked woman who shot at us earlier. Who could this person of interest be? And why did she try to kill you?
Any leads? There is no trace of any disturbance on the field, so how did the body get here? No. How about the body?
Weird though, isn't it? He got killed 6 years ago. But the body shows up now?
Aren't you cold?
Nah. The lining has heating wires in it, so I'm warm. Oh, thank you for the concern though.
Did you find anything?
Oh, no. I just started investigating, really.
A cop from this jurisdiction. Empty seats. Entrance exit, that's where the spectators enter.
Would you like to check the corpse with X-ray mode?
Yeah. It's unlikely, but maybe the right half of the body is buried in the ground.
You could simply flip the body over.
No way. I don't want to see that cut. Especially not down there.
In that case, how's this?
Thanks. I see now. That body is definitely just the left half.
I will get the more shocking facts out of the way first. The estimated time of death is approximately 9 hours ago.
What? 9 hours ago?
It is currently 9 o'clock, so that would mean he was killed around 12.
Wait. Hold on. 6 years ago,
Hold that thought. There's more. As you can see, the body was cut in two. There are no other external wounds on the body. It appears that he was sliced in half while he was still alive. As for what was used to cut him, I am sorry, but that cannot be determined.
What do you mean?
Judging by the cross-section, it is clear that it was not a blade. It could not be a laser or pressurized water either.
Then what was it?
As I said, I do not know. The body was cut at the molecular level. there is hardly any blood left in the body. It could be speculated that the corpse was left with the cut section facing the ground. However, there are no traces of any blood flow on the ground. Therefore, it is clear that he was murdered at some other location.
Body was cut at the molecular level about 9 hours ago. I can see the skeleton of the body's left half. An evidence marker. Evidence marker, uh-huh. An inspector is checking something. You recognize the body?
Of course, ma'am. It's Jin Furroway. I don't think there's anyone in our generation who wouldn't recognize him. He was famous until he passed away. Well, even after he died.
And 6 years ago, I was part of that investigation too.
Were you at the studio by any chance?
You don't remember? We did talk for a bit.
Sorry, don't remember. You don't leave much of an impression. In a good way.
In a good way?
By the way, what's with a ma'am?
Abyss is a high-level organization in the police department. You do technically outrank me, ma'am.
Huh. Really? But you don't need to worry about the formalities with me.
What? For real? I can be casual with you?
Do you want to get your ass kicked?
Sorry. Sorry, ma'am.
What's your name?
Wow, I'm honored that you'd ask. My name is Kagami.
Kagami, huh? It's nice to meet you, Kagami.
How's the investigation going?
I've finished gathering DNA samples. It's being sent to forensics now. I'm sure the results will be out shortly.
What was your name again?
It's Kagami.
Inspector's checking something. Is there anything else here? Large monitor? There's a giant monitor here. Boss, he's my direct superior now. Okay. There's any trace of a disturbance on the field, so how did the body get here?
Kagami. I told you it's Kagami!
Corpse face.
That's definitely Jin Furroway.
Yeah. The same face we saw 6 years ago at Studio Divita.
Jin was a young industrialist. He was quite famous and often made media appearances. This cannot possibly be a stranger who happens to look like him.
Six years ago, Jin Furroway's body was discovered in Studio Divita. And now, his left half was found here at the stadium. And yet his time of death is 12 o'clock today, which means that half his body was alive very recently. What the hell is going on? My brain is doing cartwheels trying to figure this out.
Aiba?
Hold on, did Aiba just appear?
Yeah.
Wait, let me put my earphones in.
Can you hear me, boss?
Yeah, loud and clear.
It looks like Aiba is standing there. What if the body was frozen?
There are no signs of him ever having been frozen.
Oh, whoops.
That half-body was definitely alive until just recently.
What if Jin has a twin brother.
I looked into Jin Furue's family background. Not only did he not have a twin, but there is no record of him ever having siblings.
What if he was still alive with just the left half?
What?
I mean, the heart is in the left half of the body.
I get it. You think they might have sewn the body back together.
No, there are no traces of that. And, were you two being serious? You do realize the cerebrum, brainstem, and spinal cord were completely severed in two?
What if the right half and left half belong to different people?
I, of course, did consider it a possibility. But both faces match perfectly. The rest depends on the DNA results.
I have no idea what's going on. But this case is definitely connected to the incident 6 years ago.
Which means the half-body case isn't over yet.
6 years ago, I was 12. I obviously wasn't in Abyss then. I wasn't part of the investigation at all. I didn't know much about the case. I did see some of the investigation documents during my training, but the information there wasn't much better than the information on the internet, so I couldn't get the full picture.
Hey, Aiba. How much do you know about the HB serial killings?
As you know, my knowledge of the case is about the same as yours. Due to the explosion 6 years ago, I lost all of my memories from a few days before that point. And due to poor connection, I was unable to send or retrieve any backups.
What about you, boss?
Same for me. Ryuki was the one on the case at the time. I don't know anything other than what he reported.
What about the stuff he didn't report?
I'm not a psychic. How would I know something that he didn't tell me?
Aiba, where's Ryuki now?
I've determined the location from Tama's GPS. Currently, Ryuki seems to be in Golden Yokocho.
Map and movement. Once you can move to a different area, map will be displayed on the bottom of the screen. Use map to open up the map and choose a destination. But did you leave the body there? Or is it 6 years ago? Boss, report directly to her. Why are we here?
Hey, what's going on with you? Memory?
No, it's nothing.
Boss was invited here by Ma, a host from Kabuki show. Ma told her, let's go on this online show together. It looks so fun. But immediately after she showed up, she was sent a Nile message that read, sorry, something came up.
So in other words, he flaked on her.
Boss tried to go home, but the show's staff stopped her and begged her to find a replacement.
So she called up her obedient underling, huh? How convenient.
Yeah, you remember now?
Remember? You never told me anything about this Ma guy.
Ah, so Tama told you. After I asked her not to.
About the body.
It's Jin Furue, no doubt about it. He was like an advisor who represented the young talent. I saw him a lot on the news online. This is so strange. Why just his right half?
Who's in charge of the case now?
Well, there's no one else available, so would you mind taking care of it?
What? Me?
I know this case could get dangerous. It might be too hot to assign to a rookie. But then again, you have a reliable partner with you.
I'll give you hands-on assistance for this investigation.
Iris? She's trembling. Her name?
I know her name, without asking. Iris Sagan. I was introduced before the show started, and...
She was involved in the new Cyclops serial killings that happened last November. You read the reports.
Yeah, so I know enough about what happened. Mr. Date was also on that case.
Are you okay?
I already talked to the other detective. I want to go home already. Does she look okay to you?
Do you know the victim?
Teleportation.
What?
Body teleported here from a parallel world. But only half of his body was able to make it through. That's why he was split in half. Jeez.
Mizuki? Her name?
Mizuki Date, 12 years old. Her former name is Okiura, but she was adopted by my superior officer, Kaname Date. That's why I've met her a few times before.
Like the time you carried Date home on your back after he had one too many rounds.
Where's Mr. Date?
I don't know. I'm not his guardian, you know. He got all giddy about taking a long vacation. He's probably at a cabaret club in Meguro right now, pouring some ponzo on that rake of chick's fat thighs.
What are you doing?
What? Isn't it obvious? Iris is totally freaking out, so I'm helping her calm down. When are you letting me leave anyway? That other detective said you still had questions you needed to ask. So...
Do you know the victim?
Of course. Jin Furue, right? I've seen him online a bunch of times.
Her name is Mizuki Date. She's a 6th grader. See menu. Access menu functions such as file, flowchart, and options from this menu. This game has autosave, but you can also save the game whenever you want. If you want to exit the game, you can go back to the title screen from top menu located in the bottom left. Okay, why don't we go to top of menu? And why don't we stop it there? This is Autoposter You've been watching AI, the SOMNIUM Files, Nirvana Initiative, running on the Steamdeck. Yeah, I probably wouldn't choose running this game on the Steamdeck normally, because it doesn't seem like they have good controller support. So you'll have to either keep a mouse around or have a, in my case, I have a PlayStation 4 controller with a mouse pad, with that touchpad that acts like a mouse. You know, or you'll have to use the touchpads on the Steam Deck itself to do the pointer functions, because yeah, it seems like the cursor doesn't move very well with the L stick. But again, you know, if you want to play this game on other platforms, you certainly are welcome to do that, since it is available on all the major platforms right now. And I say definitely check it out. I mean, SOMNIUM Files was really good. Its visual novel and investigative interface is you know, well managed and well implemented. Maybe not. Well, yeah. I mean, I was about to say maybe not as well as other visual novels, but this is kind of not like other visual novels at the same time as well. But yeah, I highly suggest you folks check it out. You can get the collector's edition, which has some outfits that you can as a bonus content. So for sure you can change the outfits of your AI character, and then there's the Dream album. I'm not sure what's in there. Oh, let's take a look here. I don't know. What is this? Okay, so this is, I'm assuming, unlocking the cinemas. Yeah, that would make sense. Anyway, we'll play this over the next couple of weeks. Again, I'm really looking forward to this. I really liked the first game quite a bit. You know, I've really liked all the games that this particular director made. You know, the Nonary games, the previous SOMNIUM Files. I think there was another game in between. I'm trying to remember what he made in between, but yeah, check it out. It's well worth your time. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.